They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yo, how is my nigga tired and he ain't even been on the field? I never even seen the practice, shit. Yeah, I knew you was coming out.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play.
I knew he was coming out in that
formation. Trying to read the
formation.
defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Sanders.
Why did he run that way? That wasn't the way he was supposed to be running.
Picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. 2nd and 9.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Fields. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Akers is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On a short week too, I guess that's why he's yellow. The nigga's just yellow. I don't even understand it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the...
I gotta take Miles out, man. That shit ain't working. Matter of fact, fuck that. I'm just gonna leave him in.
quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Yeah, the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Foles.
Come on, man.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first round, Jamin
That nigga
Davis.
wide
And
open,
his
too.
crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game.
Gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Well, now this pass brought in by Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We got that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He'll let this go deep for runs. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Henry runs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Can't get no pressure on this motherfucker, man.
And this will be
Fletch,
a
where you at,
touchback
buddy?
as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right,
and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Foles. He'll fire it deep.
He got hit. Come on. Are you serious? That was a clean-ass pocket.
Able to make the play defensively.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Keep it up. Keep it up. 14. Here we go.
Foles. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw, Fields. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's what I thought, boy.
Eventually able to knock this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Foles. And this one incomplete.
Dude, can you at least try to catch the goddamn ball? Like, what the fuck was that?
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Sanders has it over the middle.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third-down conversion.
A good pickup there of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Had to put some touch on it.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, not patient runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 2.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
45, Mike, 45. Come on.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage as he backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Can't find my play though.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I can't find that play, man. I don't know what to do.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
I had to let the meter go all the way up, though, because it's 49 yards.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, damn, I tried to get that.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
And anytime we see Devin White making a play like that, the first thing we think of is his speed. The second, his versatility. The only player in the NFL in 2020 with 100 tackles and 9 sacks.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a hit and Foles loses the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Jalen Hurts
Extra
going
point
in
by
now.
Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And for the 3rd time
They
here
keep
in this
coming with
half,
that
it's
last-minute
intercepted.
bullshit-ass
Jonathan
hit,
Abram
man. That
picks
shit is
it.
terrible.
And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable.
I'm ready.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
As he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They snap it to Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Geno Atkins got home that time.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I'd have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Are you fucking kidding me? Why are you just standing around looking at the ball?
There, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Fields on first down.
Come on, man. I swear.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And nothing I can do about it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
What is he doing?
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Boston Scott, his first carry, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside.
He ain't got, see what I'm saying? He ain't got no zip on the ball, man. He can't get it over the DB to the receiver. That shit is terrible,
this type
man.
of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Akers hit, he coughs it up, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wide open. The game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Hurts to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and His guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And this is caught by Evans.
Is that it?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Scott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
They go play action with Hurts.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Screen play, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on second down. They'll go again here with Akers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And some room to roam now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Chris Jones now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bucs, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.